Perfected faces. Done by the best makeup artist Candy. Do you know the feeling when a football player scores, or even just plays football? Do you know the feeling when an artist draws, or even when she finishes her masterpiece? Do you know the feeling when they see how much they both accomplished? It's called happiness. It's what makeup makes me feel. Makeup is art on your face. It enhances your features, not hide them, unless you want to. Which is what makes it great. I don't see why makeup deserves all this hate. Wearing makeup isn't about insecurity. It's about confidence, at least to me. Simply just applying these beautiful products on my face makes me happy. Why? Because that's my kind of masterpiece. Makeup isn't what makes you feel beautiful, it doesn't make me beautiful. I know I'm beautiful just like everyone else. The face is everything, because without it, what is makeup? The face is like a paper that an artist needs to draw on. At the end of the day, your face is the reason you're beautiful.
I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. Thought I found a way. Thought I found a way out.
I want you to listen to this and listen closely. I may have taken a few pieces out for the purpose of shortening the video, but listen, because it's always said that women aren't listening, when in actuality men and women aren't listening. Because when we begin to listen to each other, that means to comprehend, understand each other. Then we treat each other with mutual respect, with mutual care. But we can't do that if we're both or one of us is lifted up in our pride.
What's going on, man? I don't know if y'all seen this video.
Name one thing we underestimate about men. I'll go first.
Men's feelings. You can see it all the time online. There's always some woman online talking about a man needs to make sure her feelings are reassured, how she needs to feel secured, how she needs to feel validated. Me. That's all you fucking hear. You never hear about a woman talking about how a man should feel reassured and validated and secured as well. Because, he's human with human emotions. A lot of y'all are fucking selfish. You don't let that man know it's okay for him to come talk to you. It's okay for him to come vent. It's okay for him to come cry. It's okay. No, because the man is afraid to come and talk to you because he's afraid that you're going to weaponize his feelings and use it against him later. The man has to sit in the car for 15 minutes because sitting in that lonely car is more safer than going home to his wife or girlfriend. But happy wife, happy life, right? Because as long as the woman is happy, that relationship is doing just fine, no matter how that man is feeling. And that, my friend, is fucked up.
I made a reaction video about this a few days ago, before the second lady jumped on and said what she said. But what I found interesting is, where did she lie at? Where was the lie in what this lady just said? At what point are women going to look at themselves and how they affect men also? And this is not all women, but it's a lot of you, to the point where it may feel like it's all of you. I don't think this is all women, but the fact that so many of you just won't sit back and like, hey, maybe we should do better. Hey, maybe we can try to care about how men feel a little bit more. Men, we don't have that luxury.
While I've heard her, please understand that she has a point. She does, to a certain extent. That's if your man talks. Some men don't talk. Some women ask them all the time, babe, are you okay? Is everything working out? You need anything? You want to talk about anything? No. You know what you want to eat? I don't know. What is it? Either you're going to express your feelings or you ain't, if you want somebody to acknowledge them. And that is what most men are not doing. You want a mind reader. And just like you tell the woman, I can't read your mind, you got to tell me what you want. So if you want that from your woman, you're going to have to say it to her, babe, I got feelings now, baby. You hurt my feelings. You don't say that like that. But let me tell you the reason why this happened. This is the reason why this is really going on. Especially if you're a Christian. See, for years you've been told as a man, you're the head. You're supposed to protect. You're supposed to nourish. You're supposed to keep. You're supposed to care for. You're supposed to love. You're supposed to help. You're supposed to assist. You took all of that and forgot feelings. Yeah. Because most of you pastors or your pastors have preached to you, oh, the man wants respect. The woman can respect you all day long, but now all of a sudden it's your feelings. But for the last couple of years, or so many years, guess what's been preached to the woman? Oh, she's the weaker vessel. That ain't got nothing to do with strength. That ain't got nothing to do with emotions. Yeah, so if you want your woman to understand how you feel, you're gonna have to tell her you got some feelings. Matter of fact, you're gonna have to show her. Because if you don't show her that you have no feelings, how can she respect them? How can she acknowledge them? And most of you men don't let a woman know what's going on. As soon as they ask you something, oh no, I don't want to talk about it. How you doing? I'm all right. You sure? Yeah, I'm fine. You got attitude, just like the woman got attitude. You ain't no different from the woman. I keep telling y'all, you ain't no different from the woman. Guess what? She might be a weaker vessel, but it's a weaker vessel in you too. Okay? And let's carry on with this, because they ain't really selfish. The point is this: women don't mind expressing how they feel, but men have a problem doing that. Even though all of that was said from a man's perspective and from a female's perspective, supporting a man, it's really nice to know that men are finally admitting that they feel. Because for a long time, they made it pretty clear, or adamantly clear. Not me. I'm a man. A man got feelings too. He got feelings.
I know how you feel, but here's the thing. Anybody who's ever fallen in love with a narcissist feels the exact same way that you feel. And that's really because the narcissist invests so much time into making sure that you know that they have trauma. Like, oh my God, I've had such a hard life. I had such a traumatic childhood. Nobody's ever there for me, blah, blah, blah. And when you're an empathetic person, you want to help them. You want to fix them. And like you said, you want to learn how to love them the right way. You think if you love them hard enough, you can heal them. But here's the trick. There is no right way to love a narcissist. Because no matter what you do, it's still going to be wrong. Nothing is ever going to be good enough. And that is literally how you get yourself caught in a trauma bond. Because you convince yourself that if you stick around no matter what, that everything will be okay and they'll get better. And they convince you of that too. And the longer you stick around, the more normal the abuse cycle feels to you. And the harder it is to break. So my advice is, if you recognize the red flags and feel like you're dating a narcissist, get out while you can.
5 signs you're in love with a vulnerable narcissist. Last, but certainly not least, number 5. You'll have to walk on eggshells. Vulnerable narcissists are so highly sensitive to criticism that you'll find yourself terrified to say anything which could upset them to the point of having an emotional outburst, even when the comment was entirely fair and justified. Definitely. There were times where I would just avoid whole conversations and topics, not necessarily out of fear of how they would react. I just did not want to hear how they would react. Guy number 1's negative reactions would be more inward, like he would just cave in on himself. And guy number 2, his was definitely explosive outbursts, like outward. Basically, one was, I'm sorry I suck, and the other was, nothing's ever good enough for you. They would both be so melodramatic about it, though. Just words and words of excuses. And then it would end, all right, I'm done crying now. Good night. But it's like, we didn't resolve shit, okay? Maybe we don't have to finish this tonight, but we have to finish this at some point. But that's the thing, it would never get brought up again because they knew if they would be so whiny about it that I just wouldn't want to hear it. I'd just be like, all right, piss baby, go take a nap. We're done, I guess. I distinctly remember telling one of them, it feels like I'm walking on eggshells anytime I'm around you. Like I can't talk to you. But now I see they totally did that on purpose because they don't want to talk about the things that they could do better because they don't want to be better. And no, it does not matter how calm, cool, nice you are about whatever grievance you're bringing to them, they will still be mad at you for bringing it up. Over time, that shit got very old, and I just started smashing eggs on my way out. Fuck them, they don't give a shit about how I feel. Why do I care about how they feel?
So PSA to all the people that's confused as to how a person can fall in love with a narcissist or a toxic person or abusive. You may reason, well, it was red flags all around. See, look how they treated everybody else. And that's the point. That toxic person treated everybody else horribly. was rude to everybody else, was violent towards other people, was disrespectful to everybody else but that woman.
Search and search everywhere around the world, man. Shabba girls them escape off of the wharf, man. Woman want man to be them sweetheart. Watch out, the world time. Me say the shipment and girls them escape off of the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. Shipment and girls them escape off of the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. What this? Shabba you bring all the girls from the wharf. Don't get no custom to clear them off. Girl get on it on the wharf. Woman want man just to be them sweetheart. So the girls them put the safe on the wharf. Me say the girls them have to chuck off. Up on the wall time the girl them a walk. Wall time and them not stop love them up. And don't I see you the girls gone cross. Man get crazy when them a pass. Girls in a mini and girls in a shot. Girls look good when them a wine and a walk. Them type of girls and them man them want. So the shipment and girls them escape off at the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. Shipment and girls them escape off at the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. Water food man them a swim cross. Want a nice girl from off of the wharf. Jungle is them stand up and them attack. Them get the first set of girls off a wharf. Tivoli man them stand up and attack. Them get the best set of girl off a wharf. Barbican man a jump and a laugh. And them a say them the girls them want. Man from east, west, south and north. Come to get a girl from off of the wharf. Girls from Bronx and girls from New York. Woman a wine and a pose out a wharf. So the shipment of girls them escape off of the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. Shipment of girls them escape off of the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. New relations start trouble. All of them and them with a broken heart. Come get a new girl from off of the wharf. Girl them tall and some of them short. Some in a mini and some in a short. Pick your choice, pick the one where you want. Look on the stars and a real and a laugh. And get a new girl from off of the wharf. So the shipment of girls them escape off of the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. Shipment of girls them escape off of the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. Watch the custom with them round table talk. Them no one let the girls off a wharf. Them must say want them fi brag and show off. Cause them no stupid, the girls them smart. Woman pumpy, men broken heart. But so the girls them could not stay on the wharf. They said the girls them have to chuck off. This a one ya the new world talk. The Shabba girls them escape off a wharf. And them and them no stop love them off. Them type of girl they dig and them want. Call you the flow up on the mind of it. And the shipment of girls them escape off at the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. Shipment of girls them escape off at the wharf. Shabba run to take too long. Big up, clear them off. Shabba you bring all the girls from the wharf. You get no custom, we clear them off. So the girls them could not stay on the wharf. Girls them get mad, the girls them chuck off. On the wall time the girls start walk. Wall time and them not stop love them off. You see you some of them down cross. See you man them not stop love them off. Wall time and them stand up and them attack. Woman look good when them a wine and a walk, girl. Pull up your one day 'cause you ready and sharp. You just fresh and come off of the wharf. Come here the voice of the flow and attack. When we talk dance all of the talk. Cause the shipment of girls them escape off on the wharf.
Do this for me, say something if you make one step. Trust me, I would bow to you. Remove narcissist silence and I would always bow to you publicly.
I was a dreamer, you are my dream. Over 21 years ago you entered my mind and you were a narcissist woman. I had no clue of narcissist ways until the universe recently educated me of things about you what no one told me. You stroll through my mind, your face and ass unseen. My breathless wish for your soft touch. I yearn for your embrace, I need you so much. Like a thief in the night you stole my heart. You mold thoughts in my mind like sensual art. Hours go by, and you are still on my mind. I am unable to concentrate on distractions I find. I can see you clearly from within my mind's eye. Your sparkling eyes shining like a bright summer sky. You touch my soul and bleed into my dreams. I am drunk on love, intoxicated by you it seems. My beautiful dream, you have invaded my soul. I need to inhale you to make me whole. Just give me wings but for a time. I'll dream a world where you are mine.
I adore you. Copyright Sydney Bethel, Sunland, Apple IPTV Entertainment. Published July 2022. I can't seem to get you out of my mind. Candace, soon to be Bethel. The way you walk, the way you talk, I love hearing you talk, each word sends a thrill, the way your eyes shine. I can't seem to understand the way you bend your head, you can't answer